Dean, 3 points at the Hive this afternoon. How do you reflect on that performance?
Typical Winter's day. Taught the players' attitude, application, the togetherness we showed. We played on the front foot, and I thought Accrington added to that as well. They play on the front foot as well. So it was a good game. Different stages, different moments went for us. And I thought I'm really impressed with the clean sheet and how we just dug in and fought on an extremely windy day.
A start for Romoney Crichlow this afternoon. Was that off the back of Tuesday night's performance?
Look, Rom had a tough time when he came in pre-season. We had some issues and then we had to just sort them out with him. So to be fair to Critch, he's got his head down. Our plan was always to give him an individual 6-week programme to get him up to scratch where he needs to be. And then he's just now starting to get minutes, but he gives us balance, which the team's been crying out for. So I thought he put in a strong performance, and that's his standards. Now he's got to adhere to them. He's got to stick by them now, week in, week out, if he wants to stay in the team week in, week out. But I was impressed by his performance.
We had the better chances in the opening half, so how pleasing was it when Stead got on the score sheet?
Delighted for Steady. He needed that goal the other night, didn't he, against Brighton? And that's why we played him in that game, hoping he could get a goal in that game. But Steady, just his endeavour, his work ethic, he's a great kid. And he's come a long way with us since he first started with us 18 months ago. He's done a great job for the team, and I thought right at the end he's made a block and a tackle down here in our half on the touchline in front of our supporters. There's just some steady up in his attitude and application. But when you go through them dark times, which Steady's been through because he hasn't scored any goals, you just got to keep having that endeavour, keep working in your game, which he's done. And look, I always select him, I always play him, and that tells you how important he is to our team.
A mention for Adam Senior. He's maybe gone under the radar a bit recently, but he's so calm in the defence, but he also contributes going forwards. How important is he to your team? Another
one, great attitude, very reliable player, and all managers want players to be reliable, and he's been so reliable since he's come in. His work ethic and training, him himself, his personality, he's starting to shine a little bit in the changing room as well. So he's a funny kid. He makes us laugh, to be fair to him, but I was up against a really good player today in Heath. He's a top player, that kid. He's got a real bright future, and we put him out there on purpose against him. But when I made the subs at the end to change to go back to a 5, just to see the game out, I thought his application when he come into centre half from wide, I thought he did really well as well. So he epitomised that performance really.
What was your message at the break? Because of course 1-0, the opposition is still in the game, aren't they?
Well, I just said to them this time last week we were in the same position and we never went up. I basically said to them we're 7 out of 10 at the minute. Count everybody go up to an 8, and if we can do that, we'll win the game. And we did that against Grimsby here. We didn't do it against Oldham. I thought we started the second half at Oldham quite sloppy and never held the ball up well enough and allowed them to build some pressure. But what impressed me, and I said to them last week, I always look for the positives out of everything we do. What I said to them last week was the last 10 minutes after Oldham had like a 10-minute onslaught against us and scored within that period, we showed some real grit. We had a great chance with Hawkins. We had a great chance as well with Senior, which looked like it was over the line. We should have had a penalty on Hawkins. So it shows me, if we get one on the chin, I know we can come back and give one back ourselves. So that attitude and application is going to take us a long way in this division.
Obviously, as the second half progressed, Accrington sort of started to get a foothold in the game, but then Glover doubles our lead. So how much of a relief was that sort of goal, especially sort of against the run of play?
Yeah, Accrington missed a couple of good chances as well, where they had a pullback, but they should do better, and it went over the bar. But I think it was Steady again, coming back, putting pressure on the lad that was about to take the shot. So that just shows he's playing up front, he's back in midfield. His Steads and Seniors, they epitomised that performance today. Is what you need on a windy day. It's a horrible day. If everyone's cold, everyone's got big jackets on, but I thought our lads, no one wearing any gloves, none of that rubbish, and I thought our lads rolled their sleeves up and dug in hard, and that's what you have to do in this division, and that's what you have to do in every division, to be totally honest with you. So I thought we rolled our luck. Slicks didn't have loads of saves to make, but at them crucial times when they had an opportunity, didn't take it, and we scored about 5 minutes later, and I'm delighted for Gloves. Because I know he's got a big output, and his fitness levels are extreme, his power is extreme, he works on his game all the time. These are the lads that are going to do well in this business because they work on their game. I say this, we've got 1 or 2 lads and I've spoken to their agents and I tell them that's the application you need. Reliability is better than ability.
You say Slicks didn't have to make too many saves, but is the clean sheet just as important as the goals that we scored this afternoon?
Huge. Clean sheets bring success, they win titles. I'm not saying we're going to win the title, I'm not putting that pressure on us, but You know, all the success I've had, all the 3 titles I've won as a manager, all come because we had an amazing defensive record. We just got a little bit worried about Tavares. It looks like he's nicked his groin a little bit, so we'll see how he is over the next 48 hours. He's a huge player for us. You can see Lee and Tavares are back, and it ain't rocket science. You start getting your better players on the pitch, you start winning football matches. I think from the last 8 games, we've now got 17 points. So that's excellent. Yeah, that's really good form, and we want to keep that.
And you say you want to make the Hive a fortress. It's back-to-back home wins now. Do you feel that that's sort of coming along now?
It's always been a fortress since I've been here. So in the last 2.25 seasons, or a quarter way through this season, we've picked up over 200 points, and a lot of them have been here. So it's a hard place to come. We make it difficult for the opposition. We play on the front foot, and we give our supporters something to sing about and see what they were like today. They were brilliant because, you know, it's not a massive crowd today. Accrington are like ourselves, quite a smallish club, respectfully, and fair play to the Accrington guys coming down as well. But our supporters today got right behind us. The Amber Battalion over there were singing and cheering. They were like that from the first minute, which was great to hear. So that's a victory for them.
Congratulations.
Thanks a million.